Okay, time to get excited. Career Symphony, or Career Nexus, we haven't quite figured out the name yet. This is going to be our big startup. This is what we're doing. This is what was going to be fun. The concept is very, very simple. All right? We have job seekers, people who are looking for work. Now, if they're looking for work, why can't they just go to a recruiter? Well, recruiters aren't that helpful. Recruiters, if you don't have a good LinkedIn profile, well, they're going to find you. And let's face it, recruiters aren't that helpful in the best of times anyway. You can put your application into any job, but there's going to be 100 different resumes in that pile. How do you make yours stand out? Well, the simple answer is it's almost impossible. Right? You need someone on the inside to give you an introduction. You need to know these people. And that's what Career Nexus is going to do. We will link job seekers with people who can make them introductions, people who can introduce them to companies and employers and get them jobs. Now, how do you incentivize? This is actually the key. I can put out to LinkedIn, say, hey, I'm looking for a job. Can anyone help me? And if I'm your best friend, sure, I'll help. Absolutely. No questions asked. But unless I have a need for you right this second, I'm probably going to forget. I'm probably not going to be able to help you. And then in a couple of weeks when I can help you, time's passed, I've forgotten. So let's flip that around then. I can't help you now, but I can help you later. How do I incentivize you to be my advocate in the future, not just immediately? And that's where Career Symphony comes in, or Career Nexus. What we're going to do is we're going to create a marketplace where people can put out what we call rewards or bounties, where an individual can say, I'll pay you $5,000 if you can give me an introduction that leads to a job. All right. Now, maybe it's whatever I can afford to give. Maybe it's 5,000, maybe it's 1,000, maybe it's a case of beer. It doesn't really matter. But the idea is we're incentivizing our networks in order to actually achieve the goal of finding a job. Now, we're going to be disrupting. That's the key word these days, isn't it? We're going to be disrupting the recruitment industry. There's a lot of challenges ahead. And so we're going to be recording different steps along the way, just to try and capture everything that we do, everything that we think, and how we go about it. The startup may fail, that's okay. The startup may succeed, that's okay as well. So in each of these videos, we will classify them in one of 8 areas: customer journey, market research, the business model, MVP setup, MVP creation, the actual work to create the MVP, the company setup, the funding, and marketing and branding, each of which are the core areas that we need in order to build a viable product and business. So I hope that makes sense. I hope this is a little bit exciting, a little bit interesting to you. We'll try and keep most of these fairly short. Most of these will be less than a minute, and we'll create them over time. That's it. Ta-ta for now.